which then create harmful substances, so it's indirect. It creates this other thing that then creates the problem. 4, what is the period of time following initial radiation exposure and the first detectable effect called?
The latent period.
Right, the latent period. On average, a person encounters how much radiation annually? Pick one.
280.
C.
C, 360 milligrams. What are genetic cells and what happens if they are damaged by X-rays?
Reproductive cells.
Right. And the damage can be passed on to future generations if damaged. And what are somatic cells and what happens if they're damaged by X-rays? So remember, they had two kinds of cells. There were genetic cells, which were the reproductive cells, and then there's somatic cells, which was everything else. So any cell other than genetic cells, and if damaged, it will not pass on to future generations. You guys get all that?
Yes.
Good, everybody's good, okay. Which of these cells are the most radiosensitive?
D.
Right, the germinal cells of the ovary. Remember, the most sensitive ones are the genetic cells, which means it has to be either something dealing with the ovaries or testes, so, and then the ovaries were the most sensitive. Which of these cells are the most radio resistant?
C.
Sorry?
C.
C bone, nope. Close. If you think of which is the least alive of those things?
E.
These glands.
That's what it's.
I'm sorry?
You said, which of them is, oh, it's D.
D, enamel, yeah. It doesn't regenerate at all. It's completely inert. Your muscle can repair, your nerve can repair, your bone can repair, your glands can repair. Enamel, once you have a hole in it, we put a filling in it. So 10, which of the following is the short-term effect of radiation?
Low birth weight.
I'm sorry, which one?
B.
Low birth weight. You look at these and you go, okay, so if it's short term, cancer takes a while to happen. Low birth weight takes a while to happen. Cataracts take a while. Acute radiation syndrome, okay, embryological defects would certainly take a while to happen, so it's actually acute radiation syndrome. And that's one that was like redness and vomiting and that sort of thing. What is the potential risk of a full mouth dental x-ray examination inducing cancer in a patient if proper precautions and protective measures are applied?
2. C.
2.5 in a million, yep. We haven't had this one before. What does ALARA stand for?
Always as
as low as reasonably achievable.
Yes. What technique should be the operator's first choice when taking x-rays because it is the most accurate and minimizes the possibility of retakes? And I said it was the easiest.
Parallel.
Right, parallel technique. Okay, if proper shielding is not available, at least how many feet should the operator be staying away from the head of the patient when taking the x-ray?
6 feet.
6 feet. Match the following terms with the correct definition given below. How about number 15, collimation?
B, the process controlling the size and shape of the primary beam.
Yes.
And
Sometimes if you think of collimation as you're trying to create a column, so that's the way I always think of it, makes it a little easier. Number 16, filtration.
A.
A, process of using a device usually made to limit the path of the X-ray beam to remove the X-rays from longer wavelengths or reduce. So you're filtering the radiation. Maximum permissible dose.
E.
Right. Dose equivalent of ionized radiation not expected to cause detectable body damage to the average person at any time during their lifetime. A dosimeter.
D.
Radiation monitoring device worn by dental professionals, and then 19, a lead apron. It has to be C. Okay. What is the most desirable film speed in reducing radiation exposure to the patient? Kent, it's a letter.
F.
There we go. All right.
So much better.
So much stuff. Okay. So that's the official end of 103. The rest is supposed to be home study stuff. Let me just kind of flip through this real quick and see if there's anything. Yeah, a lot of this is just definitions and pointing out what things are on the first one. And I talk a little bit about some of the theory of how you hold the film and why you hold the film where you do, and what your landmarks are. So yeah, read through this at home, and then we'll actually be doing this before long. But it helps to have seen diagrams so that you get a feel for why we're doing the different things that we're doing. Yeah.
So this has to be read before the coming Friday?
This
Oh, that's
Friday,
for class
this
4.
Friday, we're just doing anatomy and that's
It's
what
Okay.
teeth numbers, teeth anatomy, structures, and that kind of stuff.
Next Friday.
So this Friday, yeah.
That's
So
this
basically,
Friday.
next Friday is the test though.
So
Next
basically
Next Friday's
five.
the test,
is the
right.
test,
Which
yeah.
is the reading tonight will be on there as well.
Not the radiology, not yet.
No radiology will be on next
The
Friday.
radiology will not be on the test. It will
Okay.
be about the charting, OSHA, those things.
Okay.
Yep. The radiology will be, we literally you literally maybe stepped into it.
Really?
So we need you at least to do a couple more lectures.
That wasn't all of it. Okay.
Well,
It's not
this is like all the background stuff and all the
Right.
sciencey stuff, but all the stuff you're really gonna use, other than 6 feet, they didn't really cover. So, when we get you back in lab, then we'll be going, okay, this is how you set this thing up,
Mhm.
so that you actually get an image. And they just kind of went, this is the control panel, here's the
Right.
arm, here's the x-ray head. This is how it creates radiation, so it'll come out of the x-ray head. No, you push the button is how you create radiation, you come out of the x-ray
So
head.
one of
right?
the things that, you'll find it in your book and in your reading as you go along, and again, we'll touch base with this when we do the clinical end of it. But one of the things you also need to really know out of all those numbers and everything is the kVps and the milliamperages, because you need to know, okay, so you took an x-ray, let's say, and it's super light. Well, what could have gone wrong? What can you do to fix it, right? And what happens when you raise the KVP, what happens when you lower the KVP, and all of those things do matter, okay,
Right.
and the amp matters as well. In our office, everything we've got is set very low because we use digital radiation, but when you go into office where you use film, you kind of really need to know these things, and you need to know what KVP is generally set at what, 70, 75, the number?
Depends on the machine, depends on.
Right, they're
how well it's
automatically
working.
come preset already. The MA is where you can actually have a little play with, and you can actually change those numbers and get a darker or lighter image if you're working with film. I mean, same goes with the digital, but with the digital, there's a lot more flexibility on a computer
if you're-
as opposed to
If
on
you
a
work with
machine.
film, it's like you have to shoot another X-ray. It's too light, I have to shoot another X-ray. So
Right.
you want to know what changing those things will do, so you get a decent X-ray. If you do that with digital and it's too light, you go and you click on it, you pull the little thing down, and it makes everything darker, and so you don't have to reshoot the X-ray. So it's much more crucial when you're shooting film-based X-ray, which there still are a fair amount of offices out there that have film-based. Even if they take the film and then digitize it, you're still shooting a film.
Right,
You know,
right.
and so you need to know what that does. And they'd like to ask you those kind of questions. Like,
Oh,
okay,
those-
so this happened, what happens if we do this? What happens if we do that? And so they want to know that you understand what's happening, because that's what's gonna affect how much radiation the patient gets, and that's what they're looking at, okay?
I mean, what year it was discovered? Did he get a cancer out of that? I don't really, right? But
That's
might
the
be
freebie.
But the thing is, though, it might be on your test question, and it will be. And again, the test is only like